We'll get along with our agenda. The agenda is posted on nup.gov if you have questions about when each funding opportunity is going to be presented today. I do want to start out with some introductions from the university program leadership team. We'll start with Aaron Gravel, who's the University and Competitive Research Team Lead at the Office of Nuclear Energy. And so, Aaron, I'll turn the time over to you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Drew. Good morning, everyone. As Dr. Huff mentioned, we are very excited about this year's opportunities and excited that you've joined us. Looks like there's a lot of people on the call, so thank you for being here. I am the team leader, as Drew mentioned, for the University and Competitive Research Team, which is located in the Office of Nuclear Energy Technologies, and my office director is Sue Bell Sheffner, and my Deputy Assistant Secretary is Alice Caponiti. We do want to thank you for joining this morning. We invite you to stay all day to learn about the various opportunities. As you've had the opportunity to see our webinar agenda, it's packed full and should be very informative for you to learn about our consolidated innovative nuclear research funding opportunity for this year, and some of the new things that we have added there, as well as a phase 2 opportunity for CINR work. We'll go over our infrastructure FOA, or our scientific infrastructure support FOA, which will continue to include our GSI and reactor upgrades, and also take the opportunity to introduce to you just briefly, but more information will come later, but 2 additional new FOAs in infrastructure, which will be our infrastructure sharing FOA and our university infrastructure revitalization FOA. And those will come out this fall. So we're very excited about those opportunities, and certainly look forward to your participation, your help and assistance with reviews, but also your applications and your participation in those funding opportunities. Also today, you'll hear a little bit about our university nuclear leadership program and our scholarships and fellowships, which continues to be very successful and very well appreciated in the community. We're getting records numbers of applications, and we hope that that will continue, and we believe that it will. So we're just very excited. We're also very excited, and you'll hear a little bit more about this later, but we've worked hard to continue our relationship with the United Kingdom. We'll have a collaboration this year with them on the CINR. And then also new this year, you'll notice, and we'll talk a little bit about it, but we have a collaboration this year with the Japanese as well with the CINR FOA. So again, just a lot of great opportunities this year, and thank you for helping and being a part of this, for responding to the RFI, which has been instrumental in creating some of these new opportunities. And we certainly appreciate your assistance as we move forward through this process. We certainly thank Dr. Huff for introducing the webinar today, and for all of the great words and the help that she's been in helping us move forward in the university program. So with that, thank you all, and I'll turn it back over to Drew Thomas, and thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Do want to introduce one more individual to provide some introductions. Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. John Gilligan, who's the director of the NUP Integration Office. John, I'll turn the time over to you. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Drew. Appreciate it. And wow, what an exciting year that we're going to be getting into here, the funding year 2024. We want to thank DOE, NE for support of the university program. I've been director of the program for many years and have seen a really, really exciting change since Dr. Huff, Katie Huff, has come on board as our assistant secretary. We appreciate her support, and the way that we're able to operate now is totally different than perhaps what we did just a couple of years ago. So The team at DOE has been incredibly responsive, as Katie mentioned, in terms of putting together an entirely, I would say, almost a reinvented program, starting last year and continuing into this year. And Aaron mentioned a number of new programs and new reimagined changes that we have to the existing programs that will be coming out. And certainly the first one, of course, is that we're starting early this year, as Katie mentioned, and even before we announce the 2023 results, which are coming here very shortly in the next week or two, that you'll be hearing about those, which will, of course, guide your participation in the 2024 program. So it is an exciting time. We appreciate from the university community. I'm a distinguished university professor at NC State University, and of course advise DOE and our team at the integration office on all aspects related to universities. Exciting time to be at a university, to see the flexibility that we now have in support of this program. And so I think the other things that will become more clear, I think, as Aaron and others have mentioned, the particular changes that we're talking about this year. So pay close attention. Of course, you'll be able to respond to those as we get into more details. I especially, though, want to thank Dr. Huff for the support of this program again. Incredible. She has a budget of about $1.6 billion and has a lot of moving parts. Universities are a key part of what she envisions as the important contribution to nuclear energy in this country. We've seen dividends paid on those investments already. So I also want to thank, as Aaron mentioned, the entire team at DOE, Subal Shupner and Alice Capinetti, and others that are part of the team. I've never seen the responsiveness move ahead as quickly, and the time invested and the changes made in such a short period of time. So you're going to have to pay very close attention as faculty members and PIs in the future here to keep track of all of these important changes, all good, and give us feedback on how things are going too. And we'll have an opportunity to interact with you at various places, at the Nuclear Engineering Department Heads meeting coming up, at the ANS meeting, and other places. You can contact us at the integration office through Drew's, as he's our key manager, of course, and we thank Drew for that incredible responsibility he has. But contact Drew and his team at INL that are running the nuts and bolts of this program. So just to give you a broad overview and the incredible work that's gone into this 2024 launch of the new program, and to thank DOE and the members of the INL team to have put this thing together, because I think you will really be excited and have a lot of opportunity to participate in this upcoming year. So Drew, I think I'm going to turn it back over to you, and I think we're going to hear first from our program managers at DOE as to introduce their parts of the program, which are the key building blocks for all the contributions, all the FOAs to contribute to what we do here in this country. And so we appreciate it very much. Drew, I'll turn it over to you. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, John. As John mentioned, we have invited DOE's office directors from the research programs to provide overviews of both the programs and the ongoing activities that are going on at the department to help provide context for all of you. As I mentioned before, the topic areas will be discussed in a couple of weeks in more detail at an office hour session that will be hopefully will be an exchange both between all of you as faculty members and program management that are really close to this research.